So, I want to talk today about the subject of Satanism and racism. Sometimes a lot of people like to put in fascism, social Nazism, stuff like that, in the realm of Satanism. And it's not necessarily an antagonist towards either philosophical views, but, honestly, merit pretty much stands on its own 2 feet, whether you're black, you know, Mexican, white, Asian, whatever. Merit stands on its own 2 feet, and the majority of Satanists will judge you based on your own individual merit, not the color of your skin. Of course, there are cultural differences that need to be recognized, and I think it's normal and natural for cultures to want to surround themselves with familiarity. For instance, I'm white. And, my parents are white, my brother, my sister's white. So, I've grown up in a primarily white culture, so you get more familiar and comfortable within that environment. But I wouldn't confuse that with racism, just straight up, just I hate you because of your skin color is different than mine. Uh, so, it's a story, and sorry, Nicholas, if you see this. The guy named Nicholas Schreck was passing out, and this isn't really racism, it's just intolerance. But he was passing out some anti-gay propaganda at like a gay pride parade or something like that, and he was a notable Satanist back in the 80s. He's married, or the lover of Zena Lavey, which is Anton Lavey's youngest daughter. And he was passing out anti-gay propaganda, and some gay guys held him down. They cut off his ear. Now he's like Mr. fucking Potato Head. He's got like a prosthetic ear. I guess it's just like Mr. Potato Head. You guys remember those things? If you're about my age, plug it in. Okay, well, it was a valuable learning lesson for him. I know. Sorry, Nicholas. I had to go there. Okay, but I it's rare if you're white that, I'm sure black people and Mexican people and other people of color are more used to it, but it's rare if you're white that you're discriminated against because of your color. But because I'm a sushi chef and I tend to work with a lot of Asians, especially Japanese. Um, Japanese people, not Japanese Americans that happen to be Japanese that but were born here. I'm talking like straight off the boat from Japan. Those guys, holy shit, man. No, I've never met a more racist culture than Japanese. Not just racist, but sexist. I mean, shit, the Japanese are pissed off. They're like, oh no, you know be good sushi chef because you white, you left-handed, you have tattoos. No, no, sushi chef. And that's just the way they feel. They feel that we decimated their culture by bastardizing their traditional cuisine, which we did, but this is fucking America. We're here to make money. Okay? Yes, I'll sell you a fucking California roll for $12, okay? This is not Tokyo. And I think they're still pissed that we dropped nukes on them. Well, and that's another interesting thing, it's like, the Japanese are very traditional and set in their ways. And I always thought it was fucked up that, they, in an act of war, in the political correctness, they declared war on America, went to Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, blew up our shit, killed a few thousand people. And then what did we do? We built nuclear bombs and like killed over 100,000 people. Now, that's kind of paying them back in spades, but a guy from Japan told me that I work with, he was like, hey, he's like, because I was talking about it, he's like, hey, America had to do that because the Japanese will never stop. Surrender and defeat is not in their vocabulary. The Japanese would have never stopped. The only way to make them stop was to just the threat of mass destruction, which the nukes were obviously a threat of mass destruction because we had more where that came from. So yeah, he's like, I totally agree that that's the only way to have ended that war. Kind of fucked up. But these Japanese guys are, they're just Here's another example. I worked with this really cute half Japanese, half Filipino woman named Tracy, and she always makes my day when I go into work because, you know, nobody likes work, but it's always that much better when you get to work, like in, you know, small spaces, close quarters with beautiful Asian women. Okay, but she was like, I was like, I mean, I've been a sushi chef for fuck, I don't know, 4 years off and on, but I've never worked with a woman. And I was like, oh, wow. And I talked to her about it. She's like, yeah, you know, most sushi bars are run by Japanese guys, and Japanese guys are very sexist and don't feel that women should work. And also, they don't feel that women should do anything regarding sushi. I was like, why is that? And she goes, the excuse is that women's hands are too warm and it fucks up the fish. I'm like, that's fucking absolutely retarded. She goes, yeah, I know, but that's what they're going to tell you if you ask them that women's hands are too warm. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, it's weird being a white guy and being in an environment that I'm thrusted into 40 hours a week and have like this, you know, racism. It's just, yeah, I think it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's kind of like, wow, now I know how black guys feel. Wow, now I know how Mexicans feel. It's the weird thing. Like, you know, black people, black people have it really tough. You know, I don't really have a problem with black people. I don't have a problem with African Americans or even Africans. I got a problem with niggers. And unfortunately, part of their culture emphasizes that niggerdom. That's what I got a problem with. And like Mexican guys, I love Mexicans, man. They work twice as hard for half the amount of money than I do. You know, I mean, what can you not like them? And if you get on their good side, then they consider you like family. And I've got nothing but respect. Although most of them are strict Catholics, they're very good people. I really enjoy. I like the Latino community very much. Yeah, that's about it. I'm like getting totally derailed, and this is already rolling into an 8-minute video. So I'll talk to you guys later.